All right, first grade, we are going to learn a new kind of stroke letter today. We've just been doing clock stroke letters, but today we're going to learn letters that are in a different stroke category. So in your literacy folder, you should have a piece of paper like this that it has a little tree on the top, and then it has a dot on this little black dot on the dotted line. So get that one out. All right, and have that in your pencil ready, but first I just want you to watch. All right, so the first day we were reviewing some of our kinds of strokes that we use to make letters. What kind of a stroke is this? This one? Good, that's a clock stroke. What kind of a stroke is this? All right, if you remember, this is a short line stroke. All right, I want everyone to tell me, what kind of stroke is this? Good, it's a short line stroke. If you remember, tell me where our short line stroke starts. Good, it starts at the dotted line. So before we even learn our letters, I just want you to practice doing it nice and slowly and beautifully with me, how we write our short line strokes. Where do all of our short line strokes start? Good, at the dotted line. So you can pick up your pencil, get ready to write. All right, find your starting spot. And with me, I want you to talk through the stroke as we do. Where's the starting spot? Good, at the dotted line, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. That is our short line stroke. So I want you to practice talking through the stroke with me. We're starting at the dotted line. All right, and remember, I keep my letters comfortably close to one another when I'm writing on the paper. So I'm not going to leave big spaces, right? I'm just going to, well, these aren't letters yet, but my strokes, I keep them comfortably close. So go comfortably close to the last one. Where's your starting spot? Good, at the dotted line, talk through it with me. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. All right, notice that I'm being careful not to start above the dotted line, not below the dotted line, but right on the dotted line. And notice that my strokes aren't going below the baseline. I want you to be focusing on those things. Remember, just doing a few really careful, beautiful ones. As if we're practicing not making it beautiful, then that's going to go over into our letters and our writing will be hard to read. So even just doing our line strokes really beautifully is important. All right, where am I going to start my next line stroke? Good, at the dotted line, and say it with me, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. All right, let's do another one. Where am I going to start it? Good, at the dotted line, say it with me, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Excellent, one more time. Where am I going to start? Good, at the dotted line. What am I going to do? Good, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. All right, nice job. So let's see, the first phonogram that we are going to learn that is a short line stroke is this one. This one has 3 sounds. It says I, I, E. Say that with me. I, E. Good. One more time. I, E. Good. By yourself now. Excellent. I, E. All right. My I, E is a short line letter. Right? So our pencils should be down. We're just watching and listening first. My I, E is a short line letter. So I know that the starting spot is at the dotted line. I'm going to pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Then I'm going to go right above my starting spot, touch the tip of my pencil, wiggle my pencil a tiny bit, and lift, I, E. So when I'm putting the dot on my I, E, I'm not making a big circle. Right? I'm not putting my pencil down and then doing this. All right, we don't do that. To dot it, we just touch our pencil, wiggle it a tiny bit, and then lift. It's just a little dot. It should be the same size about as our line stroke. All right, now I want you to still be watching, but talk through it with me while I write my I, E. All right, class, what's the sound that I'm going to write? Good, I, E. I'm going to, it's a short line letter, so I know my starting spot is where? Good, at the dotted line. Say it with me, pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. To dot it, we go right above the starting spot, touch our pencil, wiggle it a little bit, and lift. I, E. All right, pick up your pencil. All right, I'll say it with you a couple of times, and then you'll talk through it on your own as you write it. All right, class, what are we going to write? Good. I, E. And what kind of a letter is it? Good, it's a short line letter. So where's my starting spot? Excellent, it's at the dotted line. Find your starting spot. I'll talk through it with you. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Go right above the starting spot. Touch the tip of your pencil, wiggle it a little bit, and lift. Let's say together what we just wrote. I, E. All right, one more time, class. What are you going to write? Good. I, E. Where does it start? Good, at the dotted line. Talk through it with me. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Then go right above the starting spot. Touch the tip of your pencil, wiggle it a little bit, and lift. What did you just write? Good. I, E. All right, one more time. Where's the starting spot for your I, E? Good, at the dotted line. Pull a straight line down to the baseline and lift. Talk through it with me. Go right above the starting spot, touch your pencil, wiggle it a tiny bit, and lift. What did you write? Good. I, E. All right. We'll do it a couple more times. Class, what are you going to write? Good. I, E. And where's the starting spot? Good. It's at the dotted line. All right. Find the starting spot and talk through it as you write it. So, all right, what did you just write? I should erase that. Good. I, E. All right. I'm going to erase it so you're not just looking at what I wrote. I want you to be thinking as you're writing about the starting spot, and you shouldn't need to see the letter to be able to write it because you're talking through it. All right, so I want you to write another I-E. Class, what are you going to write? Good. I-E. Where is the starting spot? Good, at the dotted line. Talk through it. Let me pull a straight line down to the baseline, lift, go just above the starting spot, touch the tip of your pencil, wiggle it a little bit, and lift. What did you write? Good. I-E. All right, one last time. I want you to talk through it by yourself. All right, class, what sound are we going to write? Good. I-E. All right, and where's the starting spot? Good. Put your pencil in the starting spot. Now talk through it as you write it. All right, class, what did you just write? Good. I-I-E. Excellent. All right, the next letter we're going to learn is this one. This says R. What does this say? Good. Now this one, we want to make sure for the sound, we're not saying this letter name, right? The name of this letter is not the sound that it makes. This one says R. All right, say that with me. R. And again, R. One more time. R. All right. Good. R. Great. This is R is a short line letter so I know my starting space is at the dotted line. All right, so your pencil should be down. You're watching for how to write your R. Start at the dotted line, pull a straight line down to the baseline. I'm not going to pick up my pencil, retrace to just below the dotted line at 10 on the clock. Curve in the direction we read and write, touch the dotted line, go to 2 and lift. All right, this one's a little bit trickier, so I'll talk through it again. Just watch me, then you can talk through it with me while I do it. So we start at the dotted line, pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace to just below the dotted line at 10 on the clock, curve in the direction we read and write, up to the dotted line, down to 2, and lift. All right, I'm going to do it again. I want you to talk through it with me while I write it. So, where am I going to start? Good, at the dotted line. Talk through it with me. Pull a straight line down to the baseline. Retrace to just below the dotted line at 10 on the clock. Curve up in the direction we read and write. Touch the dotted line. Curve down, touch 2. Lift. All right, one more time. Talk through it with me. Where is my starting spot? Good, at the dotted line. Talk through it with me, or pull a straight line down to the baseline. Retrace to just below the dotted line at 10 on the clock. Curve up in the direction we read and write. Touch the dotted line, touch 2, and lift. What did I write? Good. All right, get ready to write. Find your starting spot. I'll talk you through it the first couple of times. Be talking through it with me so you can do it on your own. All right, pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace to just below the dotted line at 10 on the clock, curve up in the direction we read and write, touch the dotted line, curve down, touch 2, and lift. What did you just write? Good. All right. And let me just bring our, I'll bring this over here because this is the first time we've talked about the points on our clock without it being a clock stroke letter, but we still use them sometimes. So it would be like if I were writing my R here, you go down, go up to by 10, and then you go over to 2. All right, so that's the first time we've seen that without a clock stroke letter, but these touch points still help us. All right, find your starting spot. Where is it? Good, at the dotted line. Talk through it with me. Pull a straight line down to the baseline, retrace to just below the dotted line at 10, curve in the direction we read and write, touch the dotted line, touch 2, and lift. What did you write? Good. All right, now you get to do it by yourself. What are you going to write? Good. And where's your starting spot? Excellent. All right, talk through it. What did you write? Good. Another time, what are you going to write? Good. And where's the starting spot? Right at the dotted line. All right, talk through it while you write it. What did you write? Good. All right, one more time. What are you going to write? Good. All right, and where's the starting spot?
Ethan Williams, please come to the office. Ethan.
Good, at the dotted line. Pull it, so talk through it while you write it. All right, what did you just write, class? Good. All right. Nice job with those two phonograms. We'll learn 2 more next time.